In attendance, we have Supervisor Puccioni, Elizabeth Greenwood, Julie Lohr, Linda O'Brien, Jean Bodie, Lori Freddy, Jessica Brennan, Elena Finnan, and Seth Goldstein. And I would like to have an approval of the April 6 minutes. Somebody could approve. I'm going to approve it. On a second. Okay, they are approved. All right, now moving on to the community programs item, pardon me?
You have a first and a second, you just have to ask if I need that done.
Oh. Does anybody have any changes? No, okay.
Otherwise,
Okay, sorry. So for the community programs items, the town pool opening date is set for the 17th of June. Huge thanks to Charlie Bergrami and a handful of his pool staff that are working and doing God's work over there, cleaning, painting, what have you. And we are 95% sure that we'll be able to get it open on time. 100%. I'll just say that. But a blast will go out when it has been confirmed. A driving range update. We're still sorting out a few tweaks. We had to have a new e-port put in, which is the electronic guts of the ball machine. And because it was brand new, it came unprogrammed. So we've been trying to get it programmed to disperse the right number of balls, to take credit cards. So it's been a little bit of an issue. Tomorrow should be the day that everything is done and up and running. We hope it happens. Because the weather's been phenomenal for the driving range. For our summer programs update, registration for summer programs look great. And it looks like it's going to be another good summer. So far, so good. Tonight is the first of our 2023 summer concert series here at Town Hall. Doc Benson will be our first concert of the season. Concerts be given at 7 p.m. And we'd like to give a special thanks to the Schenectady County for awarding us $1,500 in a SIP grant to help defer the cost of the concerts. The remaining concerts in June are June 8th, Niskuna High School and Middle School Jazz Band. The 15th is Diva and the Dirty Boys. The 22nd of June is Loose Change, and the 29th is Elastics. Farmers Market update. Do you have anything to add?
no, still getting additional vendors. It seems to be going really well. So
Wonderful. Looking forward to starting up. And as far as resolutions, I have none as of yet. That doesn't mean there will be a change.
yoga outside of show.
Well, we are, but here's the problem. She was having an issue with people not being able to commit. They didn't really like the structure, so we're going through a drop-in system. She and I were just discussing it a little while ago. So we are still having it.
Didn't we do drop in like a few years ago?
Yeah, this is a different.
That's what I
Yeah,
this
this is a different instructor.
Right.
She wanted
Oh,
to have it, and people were crazy about it. So we're going back to the drop-in.
Okay.
And so I have to update the flyer and reblast again. But we are having it, and it starts on next Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Nice. And every Wednesday?
every Wednesday for 6 to 8 weeks.
I think so.
Yeah,
Even know what time? 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
yeah, 6 o'clock, I believe. Yes,
Ooh, so we can finish work and then have.
that's
yoga.
right.
Awesome.
Okay, so we had our first trip this year. We took 11 people on the bus over to Proctor's. And it was a good turnout. It was a great time. Everybody enjoyed the show. And our next one is on deck for later on, late summer, early fall, when they go see the Lion King. This was the Temptations. And that was, they said it was a little loud, but they loved it. So, we have, we have new entertainment coming in. Her name is Judith Harris. She does musical theater. So this is new for us, and that's slated for the 22nd. That's later on in the month. But we're looking forward to that. And her subject matter revolves around stuff, for like older people of older age who might remember like entertainment television shows that. So we're kind of anxious to meet her and see what she has to show us. We have a big thank you that goes out to Benson's, huge thank you, actually. They awarded us with a check for over $3,200, which will help us subsidize the cost of the meal program. And it will help us get started and take us into part of 2024. They came over, they were very nice. They did a picture presentation with us. We had our seniors involved and of course, Vito, who was like the face. So that was all very much appreciated. And we'll go to good use. We have a new member who is also a member of ECOS, and she teaches English country dancing. And she just came to us and asked if she could do a class, and she's going to do 2 free sampling classes. So that is scheduled for the 20th and the 27th. We're just gonna, right now we've gotten a lot of good response for it. So we're not even really sure what that's gonna, parlay it into, but so far so good. So more to come on that. We've taken on a lot of new members lately. So just the last couple of weeks, we had 8 new members. We're working to go through and update our member list. We update it frequently, but to kind of go through and just make sure that we're quantifying that number. So, this is a file that's been there since, well, before we started. And so we're just going to make sure that it's, so because that's a good number that we should be tracking. The first week, I will remind everybody, the first week of July, because everything's coming on so fast. First week of July, the center is closed for that week. The 4th of July starts that week and then goes through. There's only 2 weeks in a year where we are closed. It's the week of like the Christmas and the winter holidays, and then the July 4th holiday. We'll still be going in just to kind of make sure that everything's okay. But the program will be closed.
That's probably going to get most work done.
We did get a lot now. So some other programming. Let's see. We're really enjoying Mondays. We have a 10 o'clock Qigong class that is picked up. People really enjoy that. Sometimes we'll have pickleball. We also have a 12:30 chair Pilates class, and then Edie is coming in the evenings, and we'll cover the morning hours. She covers the evening hours, and she's doing an open art and a mahjong, and that's been well attended. So we usually have multiple tables on that. So that's kind of neat. We just added the open art, which is really anybody can bring projects. They can finish old ones or start new ones, but we have this space available, and it's like quiet, creative time. So they just mesh very well together. SAS, we have a class that's scheduled for the 10th. That's a Saturday. It's a watercolor, and I can't say it, but it's gouache. I think it's gouache. Gouacha. It makes it multimedia, I guess, so you can't just say watercolor. And then on the 15th, which is part of a program day at 12:30, we have an acrylic painting class.
What was the date of that one?
The 15th, that's Thursday the 15th at 12:30. So trying to think what else. We have our usuals. We have our computer program with Tom. We have Coffee with the Cop, which is always well received. Dottie comes over and does the Unite Us, and that's been well received. So Alzheimer's is coming the first Friday of every month. That has been well received. Our book club continues to be popular. We had a number of people that came in today that ended up as new members. So that was nice. I think that's it. The only other thing that I did want to mention is that only because it came up a couple of times, but so we don't have numbers on the building or our mailbox other than the ones I sharpied in the day. Sharpened in the numbers for our address in the mailbox. So I apologize, but it was out of desperate. And that's an easy fix, like I've already sent that over to Charlie as part of our housekeeping list. So he's looking at that. Something that's a little bigger and a little more involved was a sign, and it doesn't need to be elaborate or hugely expensive, but we just need to identify ourselves on the main entrance of the building and then that. So happy to help source or do whatever we need to do with that, but I'm just thinking that we address that at some point. But other than that, that's it. Unless you guys have questions.
I wanted to thank Lori Peretti and Dottie Gillen for taking our NIST at Home program and kind of taking taking it on and moving it forward and progressing it for our residents. So we'll be kind of sending that out again to get volunteers.
Tomorrow.
Well,
Dottie has set up a spreadsheet with volunteers and then people in need. She's gonna match the ones that she has right now, and then we're gonna send out a blast, and then she'll continue to take the rest of that. You're welcome.
Couple of notes. One, just be aware that any changes you make on the website going forward, you may have to redo on the new website. Okay. Number two, the computer lab at the senior center is going to be getting some upgraded computers.
Okay,
Okay,
Great.
so I'll schedule with you when
Okay,
we're gonna do that.
and we did get a question about the printer. But I thought that was something that we already addressed, so.
So,
It was fixed, right? Everything
yeah,
was
2
fixed.
months ago, as far as I know,
Okay.
wasn't broke again.
We'll work with Tom and. fix that.
All right, just let me know.
Our next meeting is scheduled for Thursday, July 6th at 3 p.m. right here in the Shape Room. Anyone else have anything else to say with that? Motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
We have adjourned. Thank you.